Hello teachers from the PIT program. This video's main objective is to show you the basics of Google Drive. Now, to access Google Drive, first thing that you need to do is to enter its main address, which is drive.google.com. Once here, you should enter the information for your Google account, or in a better scenario, you could enter the UTN's email account that you were given. In my case, I'm going to enter my personal email. Once here, you will see that there's an empty window with an element that's asking you to drag elements to start using Google Drive if you have never used it. In my case, because I have used it before, you will see a tiny folder named PIT. There are several elements that you can see in this window, such as the one for search, which is going to not only do a search among the different services that Google Drive provides and the different documents that you have created, but it can also do a search on the web, meaning that you don't have to leave Google Drive just to have a search on Google. One of the other features that you're going to find on Google Drive will be a button that is going to enable you to look for the other Google products. Although that is not really important, because some of the core functions that you can find, or the core buttons that you can find in Google Drive, will be to the very left. Create is one of them. It enables you to create different documents, such as Word-like documents, PowerPoint-like documents, Excel-like documents in the form of spreadsheets. Service, such as Form and Drawing, which is a very similar software to Paint. Now we can also find some more apps in this repository of apps that you can find at the very bottom of it. It has an unlimited, well, not an unlimited number, but it has a very big number of apps that you can find with many different uses, such as video editing, cartoon creation, speed test, calculators, PDF readers, compressors, and many other uses. I really encourage you to look at these different pieces of software that you can find over here and to just start playing with it, because it has way too many options. This repository has a lot of different pieces of software, a lot of different apps that will be automatically connected into your Google Drive, and the best thing is that most of them are free. A big majority of them are free to try, but there's also a slightly big number of apps that you're going to find them complete and for free, which is always a nice thing. Now, taking that into account, we can also look for the other option, or the option that is to the right, which is the upload button. Now, the upload button is going to allow you to get different documents from your computer. It can be files or it can be folders. You can choose which ones of them you're going to upload. Now, take into consideration that most of this kind of software will not only upload documents, but they will upload files, meaning that you can just upload a whole big bunch of documents at once. They will be taken from your computer for the location that you would like to have them, and they will be stored. Any type of document or any kind of file can be stored in Google Drive, because, well, it works as a drive, meaning that you can take it anywhere and you can store it just as your flash drive or your conventional one. This one is going to be synchronized with the web, meaning that you can just get it. And another really cool aspect that Google Drive provides is that you can install Google Drive for your computer. It's basically clicking on it and installing Drive for your PC. What it's going to do is to create a folder that is going to store all the different documents that is going to be synchronized with your Google Drive on the web, meaning that you're not only going to have your documents on the web, but you will have them accessible on your computer. This is really handy because that way you can edit your documents using conventional Microsoft Office and have them uploaded, meaning that you're going to have a really good document, easy as you know them, and at the same time you're going to have it saved on the web, which is a really handy something. Now, After doing that, it will be important for us to see some of the main features that Google Drive provides for us. One of them, or one of the most important one, is sharing. Sharing a document, a folder, or any other piece of software that you have in Google Drive. It's a very simple process. It will require you just to share. Now, when we talk about sharing in most documents or in conventional Google Drive documents, means that you can invite other people, as you can see over here, by adding their emails and provide them with enough permission to view or to edit the documentation that you have. And as I was telling you, with conventional Google Drive documents, the ones that you create using those tools that you saw over there, we can have people working at the same time. And when I'm saying people, I mean different amounts of people, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, if you need to, working on one single document, making really big group work, and not having to just share a document via email back and forth, because that it's kind of picky and then you have to start looking for versions. But in this case, what you're going to do is just only share one document, have that document uploaded for everyone to see it, and at the same time do all the changes. Now, there's also an error log, meaning that in case that somebody does something incorrect to the text, you can always recover what you had. How do you get those? Well, ways are really simple to do. As I told you, well, you can just write the email of the person, and that way that person is going to receive an email and it's going to have the permission to do that. You can also play with the privacy. Now, in this case, the privacy located over here means that you can have it in 3 different degrees. Specific people means that only those people that you have selected with that email will have the ability to view the document. When you talk about anyone with the link, means that anyone that has the link, disregarding on the security level, even if they're not logged into Google, into any Google account, can actually take a look at this. And when it says public on the web, means that you can open the document for anyone, even people who are looking for documents on Google, to just find what you have. It is recommended to have specific people in case that it's a delicate document, or if it's something that you really want few people to see. If you're going to share a document with lots of people, meaning students, or you're going to have other, like a big crowd looking at one specific document, it's open for anyone to see it. Anyone with a link will be your choice. I highly recommend you to make it public on the web, because you really don't know who's going to see it, and you don't really know what's going to happen with that information that you post online. So anyone with the link will work just awesome for your class, if you want your students to see them, or specific people if you want to collaborate with peers. But public on the web, that will be something that I'll leave to your discretion, and that will be something that will be better that you really analyze what you're going to do, because that's going to be available for everyone on the web. And unless it is a document that you want everyone to see and that you want everyone to be part of it, well, anyone with the link or specific people, those will be the choices that I'll suggest you to have for your class. Now, one of the final aspects that we're going to see over here more is the possibility of creating a new folder. If you want to do it, you can also do a new folder over here and create. But here in more, you can also have the possibility of renaming your document, because the thing is that usually on Windows, we can just click and do another click on the name of the file and we're going to rename it, but here it's not the same. So it's always a good thing for us to know where to rename this thing. In case that you want to, you can change different colors to the folders, just as a visual aid for people who have better times or who have tons of folders, and colors will help them with those. And finally, the download. You can download that same file that you have. You can download pretty much everything that you have in case that you really need it. It's going to take a while if it's a really big file, but anything that you have over there, it's downloadable. You'll just need patience, and usually it's going to take pretty much no time. Now, in terms to the very basics and the easy things about it, we're pretty much done. So thank you for viewing this, and I strongly recommend you to take a look at my following video that is going to be about how to use forums. In case that you're wondering about where to find the documents who are shared with you, or the documents that other people share with you, you can find them over here. And well, that's pretty much about it. Thank you.